It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New York Jets. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
It's caught. It's Stewart. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Jacobs. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Now for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Buccaneers 7, Jets nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. On first down, McAllister. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Jets nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year.
Football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On second down, a run with Hall. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. McAllister. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is what long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. You talk about this Jets defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively, because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And going deep for Hill. This is intercepted. Down the right sideline. He may go. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And, Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Second down, Jacobs once more. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Buccaneer first down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Buccaneers 14, Jets 7.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And shed him through the tackle. Solid stiff arm. And he had it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 110 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Jacobs going to try the middle. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Buccaneers 21, Jets 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands. X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, McAllister. He completes this one to Mingo. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
Off the play fake, McAllister. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Keely Ringo picks it off. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Jets 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, McAllister. That's caught by Mingo, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jonathan Mingo, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 187 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
A gain of 15. First down, Buccaneers.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And 5 yards to go.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw here. That is caught. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. He'll drop to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Buccaneers continue to pull away here in this first half. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. The try here for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Buccaneers 42, Jets 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. McAllister.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Buccaneers. 49
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
On 3rd down, McAllister. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
22-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McAllister. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. McAllister. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. McAllister. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, McAllister. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this 2nd half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl A 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They go play action here on first down.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off play action. McAllister.
He'll air one out deep for Mingo.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down, McAllister.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40.
And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll look to throw again.
He's got Mingo.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 22-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 15.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful.
Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
At the Jets' 14-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Josh Jacobs. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bucs have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Buccaneers 49, Jets 14.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. McAllister. And now here is another interception.
Keely Ringo picks it off.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McAllister. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The throw over the middle taken in.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain of 20 more yards. That's another Jets first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bucs 36-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right.
Fighting through, and he's got space.
231 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries.
And the Buccaneer first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. He completes it to Stewart. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Give him different angles, different looks.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. 3rd and 9 here. Back to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
Hall ought to give up the middle. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McAllister. And his throw is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. McAllister. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hall. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That's how you get right up off of the mat because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Throwing on first down. McAllister. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McAllister. And now here's another interception. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything? Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series to be leading by this much. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 40 yards. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets 16. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Bucs first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd. And quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defense.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, McAllister. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
14 yards. And the Jets
On first down, McAllister. He completes this one to Mingo. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. McAllister. Open man is Mingo. Complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Simple drag route here, lined up back left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
To throw on second down, McAllister. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, McAllister. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Point after here coming up. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Buccaneers 56, Jets 28.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bucs, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.